Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of Explore with Anushri. Are you also a fresher or undergrad waiting for companies to come to your campus but you are still waiting? Then don't worry because I am here to give you pro insights which will help you land a job interview off campus. I'll cover everything from how to make your profile strong on LinkedIn to how to get referrals from alumni and LinkedIn connections. Not only this, what are the career sites where you can go and apply off campus and how should you apply in order to get selected? But before you start applying, make sure that your CV is ready and up to date. Also, make sure that you are prepared enough to give the DSA contests and all once you land your interviews, which you can find in my last video, which I'll link in the description below. But today, what we are going to cover mainly is when, where, and how to apply off campus. And now there are various ways to apply off campus. So we will cover them point by point. So firstly, I'll cover how to apply through career pages or career sites and what career sites mainly help. Then we will cover how to apply on LinkedIn and how to strengthen your CV on LinkedIn. Then thirdly, I'll mention how to reach out to recruiters and how to not make them run away. And fourthly, I'll discuss how to leverage your alumni connection for off-campus openings. So jot down the companies in which you are interested in and go to their career pages and check if there are any job openings and note down the job ID and the job role. So this is a very official way of applying. But once you know that there are openings, then you will also know that there are other sites like the ones which I used are Naukri.com, then we have careernet.com, then for startups we have angellist.com, and there are many more. Also, there are weekly or monthly contests going on Hacker Earth for different job roles during the placement season. So you can go there and check the schedule of upcoming contests and know that you will have to apply very vigorously and a lot. Like if you talk of me, I used to apply daily to about 20 to 50 job roles off campus and very vigorously. But one thing which we miss out on and which I found very useful is you have to make a spreadsheet or XML for yourself which will contain all the details about where you applied, when did you apply, the recruiter contact, the platform, then what is the current status of your application, what is the job requirement, and one more thing is like to do, that is what you have to do to follow up or to proceed further with that particular job role, right? So all the websites which I mentioned just now, ensure that your profile is updated in all of them, because if you don't update your profile, it will never reach the recruiter and you won't ever reach the stage of getting to interviews. You have to make your visibility in order to obtain job offers, right? So apart from updating your job profile, you also have to do one thing. There are mostly features for subscribing to mailing list. So whenever there is an opening of your interest, you will get a mail, and that way it will be a reminder and you don't have to worry about everything, right? So these features can be leveraged by you. Other than that, you can apply filters when you are searching for job roles, what kind of job roles, what location you are interested in, and everything. And make sure you see the qualifications. So sometimes it requires 2 to 3 years work experience, then it is not for you. Even though you apply, there's very less chance of you getting into it. So these are some common things which you have to keep yourself aware of. So I would say just keep applying vigorously. It doesn't matter how many times you apply. Don't get disheartened because many times we won't receive any reply, and that's totally normal. It happens with everyone. But what you are doing is you are increasing your chances of getting some or the other role. This was all about how to apply through career sites or career pages. But what if I tell you don't have to do any of this, and it's like you have to just sit and recruiters will reach out to you with job roles, and that's it. Yeah, you're getting it right. We are moving towards point number 2, that is applying through LinkedIn. Now, there are 2 ways you can apply through LinkedIn. Either recruiters will reach out to you or you will have to reach out to recruiters. So, firstly, I'll talk about the one in which you are more interested in. And yes, that is how to get the recruiters reach out to you. So, most of the big tech companies approached me through LinkedIn. Like it's Google, Microsoft, DShaw, Zorient, Stack Overflow, like most of them. So how did I do that? It's not as easy as it seems when I tell you. There's a cost associated with everything, but you can do it too. So what you have to ensure is you have a very strong profile, because many a times what happens is, you know, data structures and algorithms, you have done projects, you are ready to give interviews, but you don't know how to apply or how to make yourself stand out. So whatever interesting projects that you have worked on and you feel that you have learned something interesting from it, share that on LinkedIn, upload that project on GitHub, or what are the challenges that you faced, the new things that you learned, or anything which in general shows that you have skill in that. Highlight that, make it more visible. Then only someone will be attracted towards your profile. But before that, you have to ensure that the recruiter is able to reach your profile. So how will you do that? For that, we have a headline, right? So make sure it is keyword rich. By keyword rich, what I mean is, it should clearly mention the profession that you are doing. You should never underestimate the power of LinkedIn. Make more connections, connect to more people, and try every possible way out, but don't spend too much time on all this. First, make sure that you're prepared, and then when you find it difficult to apply, these are the things that you have to follow, right? So this was all about how the recruiter will get attracted towards your profile, and the recruiter will think, seeing your profile, that yes, this is the candidate that I was looking for, this is a potential candidate that I should reach out to, it will be good for my company, right? So not only the LinkedIn headline which I talked about, also make sure you have mentioned things clearly and honestly in the description as well. So like, suppose you have a good rating in competitive programming, you can mention that, or you have worked on some hackathon or some project which you are good at, mention that. Or let's say you have learned a new skill recently and you have earned some certificate, attach that, right? So that is one way through which recruiters can see your skill set and then reach out to you. Other way is, you reach out to the recruiters, you tell them that why you feel you are a better fit. So not only recruiters, you can also reach out to fellow engineers that are working in that company, or if it's a startup, you can directly reach out to founder as well, because you know that they will be massively hiring, because it's a startup, so you have more chances of getting there. Okay, so don't worry if you find this little intimidating. If this does not work, there are many more ways to apply off campus, and we are coming on to it shortly. So now we are moving to point number 3, that is how to get referrals through LinkedIn connections or through alumni, that is your college pass outs. So firstly, try to get referrals through alumni, because they know you better, you are more comfortable with that. And one very important point to get referrals is, don't hesitate to ask. If you don't ask, you won't get. But there's always a proper way of doing things. You should not do it in such a way that the person who you are asking for referral gets scared or runs away. So you have to do it the right way. Now how to do that is, since they are also working professionals, they may not have much information about what all job openings are currently there, or what is the procedure, or who you really are. So you have to first introduce yourself well, so that the person gets familiar to you. You should always attach your resume or CV while you are asking for a referral. And before that, what time should you ask for a referral? First, check if there are any openings, if there are any job roles. Because if there are no openings, and even if the person gives you a referral, it won't be of any use. So keep a record or track of when these companies have their openings, what time frame, because every company has their certain regular set of time period in which they keep on posting their new openings, right? So if you make it easier for them, you can simply tell them, I am this and this, and I am doing this degree, and here is my resume attached, I have good skill set in this and this, and I feel I am fit for so and so job role or job position for this company. It would be really helpful if you could provide me with a referral. you have to make them believe that you are really interested and fit for it, and the person will happily give you referral. In fact, those people also get some referral bonuses. So it's not like they are not willing to help, but you have to provide them with all the information and detail in order for them to help you and in order for you to increase your chances of getting referrals, right? So referrals make it all the more easier to make yourself visible to the recruiter, because they know that this person has recommended the candidate, and so it is bound to be a good one and they would prefer them more, right? This was about how to ask for referrals the right way, and we have covered all the points, I think. So let's have a quick recap. The first point was how to apply through career pages or career sites. It could be through directly by applying to the company's career page, or it can be through sites like CareerNet, Naukri.com and all. Then we talked about how to use the power of LinkedIn to get interviews off campus. That is, we can reach out to recruiter, or recruiter will get impressed and reach out to us directly. Then thirdly, we talked about getting referrals, right? So these were 3 points. So if I need to summarize it all together, basically come out of your shell, make yourself visible, stand out, because you are a fresher with no work experience. You will have to show them and tell them the skills that you have and that you are a good fit, right? And keep striving for it, keep learning, because the learning never stops, and one day you will get there, believe me. So all the very best, and I hope it helped. If you found the video helpful, do give it a thumbs up and leave your valuable suggestions in the comment box below, and also let me know what more you would like to watch in future, and please do subscribe for more. Thank you.